is 8:38, a controversial case, and a pop princess has had enough. TMZ's Harvey Levin is in LA and joins us this morning. So convicted rapist Brock Turner, he was released from a California jail, served just 3 months. And Harvey, you've been getting, I think a lot of us have been getting a lot of negative comments about this case, especially on social media, huh?
Yeah, I guess I could say I'm being hammered on social media.
Yeah. Wow.
I have a very strong opinion about this, and it's unpopular, I will warn you. Sadly, I think it's unpopular. But look, Brock Turner should have been convicted of sexual assault, for sure. That said, there is this crazy professor at Stanford who was trying to get him recalled. And I just think it's so irresponsible of her. And the reason I say it is this. The judge sentenced him to 6 months in jail.
Right.
And a lot of people think that sentence was too light. And so be it. That's fair enough that, everybody has a right to say, look, it should have been way longer for whatever reason. But to start a recall petition against the judge and to say that the judge is unfit to be a judge because he gave 6 months, the judge followed what the probation department recommended. The probation department, which didn't have a dog in the fight, interviewed everybody and recommended 6 months to a year. The judge sentenced within the range of what the probation department said. Now, you may disagree with that, which is fine and everybody's right, but to say that the judge is unfit, what you're doing is you're just saying, we wanted a pound of flesh, we wanted more, and we're giving a warning to every judge in America. If you don't do what we want, then we're going to nail you and we're going to throw you out of office. And what it is it's bullying judges not to be independent, but it's bullying judges into basically following a lynch mob. And that's what this is. It is a lynch mob. And, if people think the sentence should have been stronger and tougher, that's fine, and that's have that argument. But to recall the judge, I think, is so wrong because he did what the probation department recommended.
Well, but if the judge was going to go out and really do what the judge wanted, was going to go out on a limb and think on the judge's, on the judge's behalf, it could have given a stiffer penalty. Didn't really have to follow exactly what the probation department said, though, right?
Well, Lauren, you're right. The judge could have
sent a message.
Have that argument. Fine, but remember, everybody that's talking about this wasn't sitting in the courtroom. We didn't hear the testimony. We weren't sitting there. We didn't evaluate it. Everybody's just reacting to a headline. Right. So, yes, the judge could have gone beyond the probation department, and that's fine. Have the argument, and then when the judge comes up for re-election, don't re-elect him or whatever. But to recall him and say he's unfit because he followed what the probation department did, it's one thing to say he could have gone further. It's another thing to say, by following the probation department, you're an unfit judge. All you're really saying is, look, we're a lynch mob, and we want we want the flesh and blood of anybody like this, no matter what, and we're going to kill you if you don't follow what we want to do. That's not the way we run our judicial system, and it shouldn't be that way.
All right, let's talk about another case here. Britney Spears, apparently she is threatening to sue a tabloid magazine now. It sounds like she's just had enough.
Well, she has had enough, and that's why this is kind of interesting. Her lawyer sent a letter to In Touch saying that you are about to publish a story where in fact, In Touch had contacted Britney's people, said they were going to publish a story saying that she was acting bizarrely at the MTV Video Music Awards. She was talking and laughing to herself using a British accent. Her people are saying it's not true. You know it's not true, and if you publish it, we're going to sue you for defamation. The bigger point is, we are told by Britney's people she feels like a punching bag, that everybody thinks they can write anything about her and get away with it because nobody thinks she's going to sue. And they're saying, look, she spent a lot of time and effort turning her life around after she almost died, 6, 7 years ago. And she's sick of it. And so she is saying, and her lawyers and her team,
I have to say.
Well, she had a mental disease, too.
Wow.
She had a mental disease. And so she's saying, look, I've turned my life around, and I'm going to sue anybody who lies about me. And it's kind of an interesting strategy, but this is what she thinks she's going to do to stop all of this.
Yeah, when you put yourself out there, you're opening yourself up, right? Thanks, Harvey.
Okay, Lauren.
You can see TMZ weeknights at 11 p.m., weekdays at 3 p.m. here on Fox 4. You can also find a link to the show's website at fox4news.com.